This will be your most straightforward A through Z guide on creating beautiful presentations using Claude Code. So you don't have to mess around with Canva, you don't have to mess around with Gamma Docs, you don't have to mess around with PowerPoint, God forbid. This is going to be all you need to create amazing presentations for your content, to present to your team, or to just stay organized. We're going to cover the skills, what you need to download, and how everything works together. So by the end of this video, you can create whatever you want just using English, turning them into presentations. Let's get into it. First thing you're going to need is Claude Code. So just go ahead and get that downloaded. I'm sure a lot of you guys have that installed already. There's great resources on the internet for that. And I choose to run things in VS Code right here. So I'll be working in Claude Code and setting everything up step by step live for you right now. So make sure you have those two things settled. And now we can actually dive into getting everything set up. And just for reference, if you stick to the end of the video, these are the quality of the presentations you're able to generate. I did not make one single edit to this. This is a video I'll be filming later on about setting up Claude Code for your marketing. So if you want to subscribe, you'll see that video later on. But this is an awesome presentation, and I did not do anything for this except for set up this workflow. All right, so now let's get into the skills you need. So you have Claude Code open in VS Code. If you don't know how to do that, again, there's other resources online that will show you how to do that. Get a blank Claude Code session up. Let's build. Now, you need a few things here. The first thing is you're going to need the UI UX Pro Max skill. You're going to need the front end design skill, and you're going to need the skill creator skill. All of these I will link down below in a completely free resource guide. You could download that and then follow along in this video if you want to do so. The reason we're downloading these is because these skills will talk to Claude and enable Claude to be better at UI UX, which is the front end, the user interface of a website, in this case, a presentation. Same thing with front end slides. The front end of the slide, this sole skill is built for making amazing things like that, or amazing front end slides. That's why it's so good at doing that. And then this skill creator is going to help you create the skill that you need. All right, so let's go ahead and download these right here. All you literally have to do, if you download the free guide, just Control C, Control V, both of these in here, boom and boom. Now I already have these, but all you would say is, hey Claude, I want to download both of these. Go ahead and do so. And it's literally that easy, all right? So you'll just say that and it'll download that, and you could make sure that these are running by doing the / command, front end slides, I have it right there, and UI UX Pro Max right there, right? So at a very high level, that is all you need to do. Now, how do you make these a little bit better? This is what I did. So for example, I have this / command right here, script to presentation. This will take my YouTube script and turn it into a presentation like I just showed you right here. So this is all based on a YouTube script that I also formulate with AI. I made a video on that in this video if you want to check that out, how I automated my YouTube. But the script turns it into a presentation. And that is invoking the skill that I just made. So the reason I want you, and stay with me here, if you do this skill creator skill, you could essentially call this in and you could build a skill using one of these two skills. Now, all right, now what does that mean? If you wanted to make pitch decks, so you're in VC, and you do pitch decks a lot, you could create a skill called pitch deck. And in this skill, it will call the UI UX Pro and the front end slides skill. So let's say I wanted to go ahead and create that. Hey, Claude, I want to create a skill around pitch decks. I send out pitch decks because I'm a venture capitalist, and I want to call in the front end slide skill and the UI UX Max Pro skill. So every single time I create a pitch deck, I give you some information, and then you create beautiful slides for me. All right, so let's just go ahead and run this. I'm not a VC, but I send out these a lot, honestly, presentations for proposals, etc. So that's another use case right there. And what's going to do, it's probably going to ask me some questions here, but it's going to design the pitch deck skill using this and this behind the scenes. All right, that is what's going to do. So now, not only do you have access to front end design and UI, UX, which are good in their own right, they both work. Now you'll have access to, once you go through this, pitch deck, which behind the scenes calls these other skills in. So this is like the overarching skill, and then there's sub skills under that. All right, so at a high level, so I want to make sure you're following along. We are using the skill creator to create XYZ skill that is custom to you, pitch decks, team organization, whatever. And under this skill that you're creating custom to you, like this is your skill, we're gonna have a sub skill of UI, UX, excuse me for the bad handwriting here, and we'll have front end design skill. We're using the skill creator to create your custom skill, and that custom skill will have sub skills under it. That is the workflow here. All right, and just to show you how these work, I'm actually not gonna create that because I already have something like that and I want to pollute too much of my Claude Code. You're going to drag in a new session. I'm going to call in the UI UX Pro Max skill. I'm also going to do another one. I'm going to call in the front end design skill, front end slide skill. Please create a 10 slide presentation around the differences between ChatGPT and Claude at a very high level. I'm gonna let that run. And this is right out of the box, by the way. So this is just downloading this and downloading this, which again, you just copy the link, which will be in our guide down below for free. Copy the link, put it into GitHub, or put it into Claude Code, excuse me. It'll download everything. You'll probably hit some permissions. Yes, 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 here, there. And that is all you do. And you can see that these are being used by a lot of people. 12.5K stars, almost 60K stars here. So these work. To make it better, you could use this, right? That's exactly how it works. If you want to check out my other videos, I use this for pretty much everything. I have another video exactly like this, which you could see the options you can make with these different types of slides, but it's really that easy. And I just want to show you what it does. So The UI UX Pro Max skill just goes right into it. All right. This will actually ask you questions. So what's the promotion of this, or what's the purpose of this? Let's do YouTube filming. I like clean white and orange. I like a lot of white space. So it's gonna ask me questions. This one did not ask me questions. Let's see a live comparison of like what turns out better. And what you could also do is you could add animations, you could add text, like whatever you want to do, you could do. It's going to open it up in HTML on Chrome. You could add your feedback and go back and forth there. I'm also going to show you a hack really quickly about how I go ahead and add my feedback without typing, which is just super easy way to add feedback so you get something that's nice every single time. A little hack for you guys as well is add in brand documents, brand guidelines, marketing assets that UI UX Pro Max or the front end slide skill references every single time. If you want more information on how we set up Claude Code to be a marketing machine, check out our AM marketing community down below. As all of my templates ready to go, skills, copy and paste, because that will also give you advantage to creating on brand skills every single time. You don't have to go back and forth much, which also becomes semi-annoying. So let's see what this actually does, and I'll be back to you in a second with both of the variations. All right, we are starting to get the response. The first one to finish was from the front end slides skill. So it said I created 10 slides. These are the overview of the slides, and it opened it up in Google Chrome. So let me check that out. All right, ChatGPT versus Claude, the real difference that actually matters when choosing your AI assistant. Cool. Yeah, pretty standard here. Pricing and assets. Ooh, like that, like the all orange. Use both. Seriously. Okay, cool. So that is number one. You guys can see the whole thing. I didn't send any other prompts, no edits. That is what it did the first time. This is not bad. Now we'll see what this one is cooking up. I think it's almost done. I think it's reading the presentation. So I've made something like this before, so it's overwriting this, and that's true. I made a video similar to this. So it's actually drawing in the previous presentation and manipulating it to fit what I want right now, which is actually interesting because this is not doing that. It's starting from scratch, which will depend on like what you're doing. If you want the skill to act like this, then you have two different options. So we'll see what that one does. But the sort of hack here to editing these comes down to a few things. It comes down to spacing, it comes down to information, and it comes down to formats, right? So if you want to change the style of the presentation, you want to change the style of the format. For example, I would say, hey, for slide 6, instead of formatting it that way, can we format it vertical? Can we have less text, etc.? And this will apply for slide 6, slide 7, slide 9, because they all look the same. So that's one little hack. The second hack is if you guys have voice transcription, which I highly recommend you do, I'll leave a link down below that should get you some free months of voice transcription. It's what I use. All you have to do is double tap your voice transcription, walk through the entire thing, and then give your feedback as you speak. So I'm going to do that right now. This is my feedback overall. I like the way it looks. Try to do less text, more logos if possible. I think everything looks good. I really like the last slide, which is all orange. Is there any other places we can incorporate that? Maybe change slide 8 to all orange instead of all black. And let's do a call to action all the way at the end based on what you know about my company. All right, so I'm going to go back here. Boom, there we go. And delete this last sentence that I picked up. That was it. So I didn't have to type anything. I just tell it what I want to make changes on, and there it goes. And it just did that. So let's go right back, read my brand voice, read my content strategy, because I told it to make a last slide based on my actual company. So it's reading stuff I set my Claude up to know. This one is still cooking here. Hopefully it's done in a second. And it's going to make the changes. And this is going to give us the first variation. So let's see what it actually does. All right, so it's been another few minutes and this one seems to be done. So it's going to write the HTML. So we'll see how this one turns out. And then this one is also making these changes, and oh, there it was done live. All right, so which one is that? We just got to make sure I'm talking about the right one here. The presentation is ready. All right, so that's the presentation that just opened. So we haven't seen this one yet. This is from the other skill. That's what it did. Even though they're similar, I like this one better. You can tell the font's different. This is much better in my opinion. So maybe this took a little bit longer because it did a little better work. This is the UI UX one. Cool, and then it brought in my last brand there. All right, I actually like this a lot more than the other one, just from a standpoint, like a formatting point of view. So this one's not bad. And let's just see how this one handles changes. I guess this one, which is still cooking, it seems like. Add more animations, please. Otherwise, this is great. So let's just see how this handles that. Otherwise, I like this one more. Like, in my opinion, this should be changed to 2026 at the top. But other than that, like, I think this is a much cleaner approach than the one that looks like a little bit more blocky and like bubbly. I should say, like these little bubbles over here. Like, I like this, but it's all user preference, right? So whatever you decide, but you have options here. And this is just scratching the surface. In the video, if you guys want to stay tuned, this is going to be covering much more in depth, different workflows of what you can do when you melt everything together. 7 ways I use Claude to run my entire marketing, creative designs. You could bring Nano Banana into the mix. Like, there's so many more cool things you can do with this, but this is like 3 out of 10 of what you could do. So if you set up Claude the right way and you get these up and running, you're like 3 out of 10. You can mold so many more things into this that it makes it 10x more powerful. So let's see how these both handle the changes, and I'll come back to you in a second. All right, so this first one was just changed and it just outputted, and here is their versions. Let me refresh this. There's a little animation, and you could see they come in animated a little bit. And there's not much you could do here because, I mean, it's a presentation, right? But yeah, like that's awesome. I really like that, rather than it just be like static. Adds a little bit of flair, you know, and those things matter. So the changes were done insanely fast here. I'm still waiting on this, and it seems like it's writing. So I'm just gonna keep it rolling here, and this should pop out in a second. But this is not bad at all. You could change the timing, and this is what it said it did. Cards pop up, icons bounce, tag slides, table row slide in from the left. I like that. So if I go back here, this is the newest one. Yeah, I just like this. So it just looks better. And it's a little bit tweaked. Like I didn't do anything but say 5 words, and something that's going to make your presentation pop out. Whether you're giving it as an investor presentation, you're covering it in content. So that's something you would want to add to the skill or the custom skill that you made when we talked about this. So that is not bad. We will see how this handles it because I love to see animations. If you watch my other video on presentations, if you're watching this for a second time, the last one, there was some really cool presentation animations going on. So we'll see if the front end design skill, which is this one, can pull it off correctly. But just overall so far, would you rather go with this? Would you rather go with A? Would you rather go with B? You can see the two styles right there. Very similar approach, but at the same time not, right? Because these are the two skills that are behind the creation of it. We have the front end slide skill, and then we have the UI UX design skill. So let us see the final variation right here and make a final judgment. All right, and finally we got this version. This one took a while, and funny enough, I just said hurry up, and right after I said that, it did this. But you can see a little animations right there, not bad. Obviously, this is not the Claude logo, so that would need to change. That's pretty good, like emojis, basically. Cool. All right, it changed that. So remember I said change slide 8, or it was slide 9 to orange instead of black. Yeah, that's dope. And I said add a call to action at the end. And that's that. So I'll actually wrap up the video using this right here. If you want to check out more and you learned something today, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this every other day. Join our AI marketing community if you want to use AI to get more out of your marketing without working more. And if you want to work with us, we have free audits and a bunch of different cool things that we could build for you if you want to check that out. Otherwise, if you like this video, leave a like. I will see you next time and watch this video next. I guarantee you'll like it. Talk soon.